To everybody else, this is Talk Philosophy. This is recorded. There are no right or wrong answers. We're here to understand each other and to better the situation. Uh, I gave a couple examples earlier. I'm gonna let Ricky do. Uh, Ricky, what you got for him? What you got in the intro?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Ricky B, aka Ricky BYC, aka the Vibe Dealer. You feel me? I'm just getting back on here. Had me a nice little 3 week, almost month break. So, you know what I mean? We about to get started back on the 1st of April. I work from home on Friday, so I'm gonna bring that full circle to my Fearful Fridays where you can go ahead and learn about fear and learn how to go ahead and
Mm,
overcome fear and everything like that. Cause that's for me, I feel like fear is people's biggest problem. You know what I'm saying? Trying to overcome that. A lot of fear keeps people back.
yeah, because false. What would they say? False images appearing real or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's all in your mind.
yeah, yeah. I can dig it. Man, we can go ahead and get into the show, man. I have a few things I started out with. Some of the questions kind of like just to break the ice. And my first one, I like to do it, and it's one of those off the wall questions.
Yeah.
Have you ever attended a sex party?
Definition of it, yeah. I ain't even gonna say definition. I've been to a couple parties in it. You know, like it been game nights and it turned into sex parties, I guess you would say. And then I actually been to swinger parties also. You know.
Whoa, for a first time. That's I mean, literally no guy has ever everybody say they know where they at. But you actually said so.
Yeah.
So the question, the follow up question is, have you ever participated?
Um, in the orgies, yes. The swingers party,
Bussy.
no. Yeah.
No, because I'm in the city where it's popping, like right on the next street. Like,
You
yeah,
know.
you wear your suit and they got the mask, and you know what I'm saying. You go in there. I ain't been, I'm trying
Yeah.
to get like you when
Hey,
I grow up.
listen, all you gotta do, they have it where if you a guy, you just gotta bring. Some places have you gotta bring a girl, or you gotta bring at least two girls. That's how you can get in.
Ooh,
Yeah. So
bet
you
that.
know, and from my experience, a lot of women be with it. A
Hmm?
lot of women be with it.
They they want to go.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Cause I'm that's what we talking about is because see I'm telling myself like it got to be interesting. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm. It
yeah,
is.
one of those type of things.
Yeah, I got my
Yeah, bust
own.
it.
Should
I got
I?
mine on too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got on. Yeah. So great answer. Question: why do women cheat? You know what? Why do men cheat? And have you ever been cheated on?
Why do men cheat? Um, that's a hard question, right? Everybody had their reasons for cheating, but like most men do it just to try to get something that they're missing, or it's just like in the DNA, it's just genetics. You know what I'm saying? For
Mm-hmm.
me, like when I cheated, I believe I never got cheated on, but when I cheated, I more so was just doing shit just because I could do it. In a sense, you feel me? It was one little one that like, oh, everybody else in the neighborhood couldn't get it, but you the one that could. So you feel me? It was just some things like taking that last shot. You know what I mean? Shooting that jumper. But ever
Bet.
cheated on? I no, no, I haven't. Now I have been in situations where like it could have been, but already had kind of like ended that situation. But it was like, you know how you end something, then it was like a few days later or a week later, and suddenly you have I'm like, damn, bitch, you ain't even giving no time to chill.
Wow. Because
So,
the follow up question is, does commitment matter?
mhm, it definitely do.
Okay. Yeah.
Certain things you put on commitment that you don't do if you just like talking or doing anything. You know what I'm saying?
In certain phases, right?
Yeah, because I wouldn't care. Say if there's a woman that I'm just hitting and she's going out and she's doing all this stuff and she's hitting everybody else, I wouldn't really care. But it's somebody that I put my time and effort and everything into, and we building, then I'm gonna feel some type of way.
Bet. Cause that's yeah, that's definitely my answer too. Like I would always want you to be upfront and kind of like not string me along with how serious your little flings or your sneaky links are. You know what I mean? Because I cash out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's me. I'm the cash app king. So if
Mm-hmm.
her bill's late or if I'm talking about I want to do something, I didn't already send it to her. So you got to compete with me and don't see me. I'm kind of like that.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Me, I be having the mentality like, well, I'm here, and you feel like you need that other nigga. Well, go on because you feel like that nigga better than me.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
what that's what you. I feel okay since I'm here. I'm gonna say I feel like the connection has to be real enough for me to send it to you as a cash app. Now, once I
Mm-hmm.
send the cash app, it's forwarded. But what I'm saying is, I'm not looking for nothing in return. Like I know what come with the territory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how that is. Yeah, if I'm breaking off money and I ain't getting nothing in return, that's gonna be one of the days you're gonna call and be like, why you ain't call me?
Mm-hmm.
Like she
Exactly.
gonna call and be like, "Why you ain't called?"
It ain't
So
going
yeah,
nowhere. You know what I'm
it ain't
saying?
going nowhere. That's how I use the cash app as a piece of leverage to see how like it
Mm-hmm.
is. Like, oh, is this real? Oh no, I don't think she responded properly. Let me hit her with a little extra and see how they work.
Exactly.
And boom. So that's my tax philosophy. So if y'all want to take that from me, trust me, it works. Like lunch is a
Don't
never it's
get
never turned down. Lunch is never turned down.
women
But
love it.
question. What would you take back from your ex after a breakup?
What will I take back? Um, Nothing really. I used to be vindictive like that. Like give me that shit back. But nowadays it's just like it is what it is. You feel me? I Once I got into like my energies and everything being a more positive individual.
Wholeheartedly. You can put it on a stack of Bibles. The Big Bro TTG signed off on that one. Cause yeah, I mean, I would ask you why, but you just explained it. So yeah, that's definitely that's the what you call it. That's the kicker. Goddamn.
Right.
Yeah. Cause I had one guy. He said, cause he was like you. Then he was like, you know what? Man, I'll take my phone number back. And I was like, dude. I was like, but he picked something tangible because most of my questions are tangible questions. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's personal to you, sentimental to you, I can understand it. But if it's just you being like a straight up Indian giver, yeah, we're gonna call you. That's why I say that it's all according to how you answer that question. So yeah, we'll call you toxic if you was Indian giver. Oh yeah, I took a jogging suit back. It was velvet, Sean John, one a special platinum edition. Why you take that back from that man? He can't find it.
Right.
He ain't gonna find that no more.
You could give it to the next nigga or just wear it yourself. You ain't even gonna
Or
cherish it like that. Right.
yeah, what is you
Right.
gonna
What
do
you gonna
with
do
it?
with it?
Okay. So next question, man. I always open up with this after we get through with the icebreakers. What is truth?
Truth. I would say truth and honesty is the same thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Being 100% authentic and genuine. You know what I mean? To whatever it
Okay.
is that you
Well
believe.
put. Well, yeah. Well put. Because you can't dress up a elephant and call it a cow. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah,
Exactly.
for certain situations, you may think the truth can be bent, but it's only you bending the truth. The truth is still the truth. So yeah, something solid. And I always say the word if. If is a dead giveaway for a truth. When someone's saying something about they talking about the truth and they holler, "Oh, if I would have did this, if it would," no, we
Mm-hmm.
talking about the truth here. Yeah, because you may say, which you know how people say, "Oh, I would never let nobody do that to me." If it was me, no, no.
Exactly. You never know.
You never know. Yeah, because I talk. Well, we were talking about this earlier, and I was talking about the Raz B, the guy that was sexually molested when he was younger in the B2K group.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about how he's a father figure now, and I was saying, the truth is, he accepted what happened. That's how he owned his truth, which is kind of what my point was. He was is devastating to his life. He has to move on. Yeah, because as a man, I was saying, because he has a child. I said, as a father, you have to be very very secure with yourself now, like for real. And
So
I commend him. Yeah, I commend him.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
let me ask you this: with that, do you feel like the difference between situations like that between male and female? You feel like the male, like you said, just you know what I mean, just nip it in the bud and just like get on with it more so.
No, no. The women have a it's something that has to do with the connection with intimacy. When they're broken, as far as like sexual assault or rape, did they say rape? When they're
Mhm.
broken, it's something that sticks with them. I don't know, somewhere in the back of their mind forever. And I don't say wholeheartedly forever, but I'm like, you know, it's with them
Mhm.
because they can get pregnant. I always say that too, because they can end up pregnant and they have to carry their child.
Right.
So you would have to take a lot from a man, which can never the rectum can never be repaired. So
That's what I
I
was
mean
saying. That's a
I've
psychology within itself. You know, like I said, just
yes.
so.
So yeah, to answer the question, I still believe women carry it different, but for a man, yeah, you have to wear it as a badge of honor to yourself, like that you getting over, not the situation, but the mental part of it. You know what I mean? Because it's not gonna be a day go by that you don't think about it. Even when you, like I said, even when you're dealing with your own child, you have to raise them to understand the manipulation that you went through, because that was money, and we know they still rich, but to us they normal people once again, you
Hmm.
know. Because Marcus is, he off the grid. I don't want to get too much of them fellas, them niggas.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I said myself, I said, man, that's why I said, if it was me, and they was like, oh no, not you. I said, you right.
Yeah, because he got what, 19-year-old now he married to?
Man, look, see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Okay. Question: what is the purpose of existence?
Mm, good question. I feel like the purpose is to live, man. I always think
Okay,
about
spot
it
on.
is to live. You know what I mean? Take your time here. You know what I mean? Don't take it
Mm-hmm.
lightly. You know what I mean? Do all that you can do. That's what kind of motivate me in life and shit because you know you only got one shot. So why go ahead and discourage
Mm.
yourself? You know what I mean from your greatness.
Work on yourself as far as like empowerment for like the next day.
Mhm.
84, I see you down there. Empowerment for your family, or just empowerment to stay on the job. I
Mhm.
say that a lot. It's hard to go to these jobs nowadays. The COVID pandemic knocked the wind out of everybody. So some people, you know what I'm saying. You have to live. You have to live in a paradigm shift where you able to get up and go, dealing with
Mhm.
family issues. That's serious. Right. I'm with you on that, bro. Yeah, okay. What is the source of human value? That's just, in a nutshell. I don't need a.
Um, whatever is important to you in life. You know what I mean? Some of it is
Mm,
money. Some of it is people, kids. You know what I mean? Their legacy. Things that you're gonna leave an imprint on the future.
I feel that for real, for real. Now that's a new answer, y'all. So if y'all just getting here, this type of philosophy, I never heard that one before. You can go back and watch past episodes. We on episode 7. That's definitely a new answer. I like that one for sure, for sure. Cause I mean, human value can be valued in different ways. You know what I mean? Especially with the way um we got the copycat look. I'm just gonna call it copycat look. The forehead, eyebrows they be putting on their head, then they get these eyebrows, and then men wanna sag their pants. Sagging has not went out of style yet. So you know what I'm saying?
They just got smaller. They still
It
snatch.
really has. It really
Mm-hmm.
has. Like I think about it and I say, damn, what kind of value do you put on yourself to go buy a pair of $50 draws? I'm gonna call them draws. And
Mm-hmm.
you go buy $100, $200 pair of pants just to sag them. Like
Mm-hmm.
I will, I'm all in my mind, but I'm like, I would never. Appreciate that. Yeah, so yeah, the value definitely depends on the person, right? I fox with that answer for real. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. How did we get something from nothing? Which I always say is like it's a hypothetical question. It has a one-ended answer, but how do we get something from nothing?
Look in the beauty of that nothing.
Mm, I like that.
You
That's
know,
real.
you know,
Yeah,
something always had
yeah.
the potential to grow. And I always hear this question. I always think about it. Shout out to my school putting this on books in the early '80s. Tupac, poem book, "The Rose That Grew from Concrete."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Something like
Okay.
that. You know,
Okay.
you, that whole little book show you how like things can happen from the unexpected.
Man, I think I was thinking about that the other day, and I think it was Raisin in the Sun, just the book.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, because it
Mm-hmm.
was one of those things where you do have to struggle to grow. You know what I mean? You do have to struggle to grow. So and like I said, it's open ended question. So you have to struggle to grow, but that's the process.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, I like that for real. Cause I mean, man, that's beautiful. I like that one.
You
Yeah.
can't even take it on here. You know what I mean? Same thing on here. You try and you got a mission, you got a goal. You just hit that live button for the first time. You might just get 5 views. You know what I mean? You on this motherfucker 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? Some people get discouraged, but then you just got bucket. All right, it's gonna get better. You feel me? You learn about the efforts,
Right.
and you just keep on pushing. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same mentality I feel like in life.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. Leads me to another good question. Leads me to another good question. How can we best create relationships, communities, and civilization that value human beings in which they thrive?
Teaching,
Mm,
everybody teaching each other about the values.
each one teach one.
Exactly. You have that mission statement or that thing in place, then everybody usually is going to follow, especially if it's beneficial for everybody. You can, it's simple math and physics and everything. You can have 100 positive things, but that one negative thing can mess up that whole one. You know,
Oh,
it's
did
just
y'all
like,
catch that?
you
That's
know,
toxic philosophy right there.
so
One thing. Yeah, I like that. That's real because I mean I'm a counterproductive guy. I like to think ahead and plan ahead. So a
mhm,
lot of times when stuff happened, it's happened because I didn't plan it.
mhm.
So yeah, I like that for real, for real. Because
Yeah.
I was always taught proper preparation prevents poor performance. Military men that I've had in my family and uh, spiritual men. Let me say it like that. Because my grandfather is a deacon and he has his own church of 20 some plus years. Congregation is it's about 5,000 or so, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere in there.
Mhm,
But it's a great congregation. And that's all they ever tell us. Every day, get up, iron your clothes,
mhm.
prepare your food, prepare whatever you're gonna do for that day, get it did. And then 4 in the morning. We got roosters in the backyard where I grew up at. So that's how it was. We had roosters in the backyard. If you got up when that rooster got up, you was okay. But if you got up before, you kind of got things did earlier before, like the shower. It's tedious stuff.
Little
But
things.
that's humans. That's humans being humans, but you thriving and making things work smoothly around. You can call this your family, because my family. That's how if my cousin was in the shower, or the tub perhaps, we might have to get in there together. And when I grew up,
Mhm.
yeah, because you waited so late, we finna go to school. You gotta
Exactly.
take a bath with them.
Uh-huh.
so,
You gotta take a bath with the cuzzles.
so y'all heard them. That one thing can change everything.
Mhm.
And teaching is one of those things. That's why I would say, yeah, my grandfather would, like, he's still teaching me
Exactly.
recipes. Yeah, our family got recipes. I got a steak recipe. You don't even need no damn A1 sauce, Ricky. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's
That hit.
delicious, bro. Yeah, that's it. But what was the best day of your life?
Man, that's easy. That is definitely easy. My little one, man. Being in that
Okay.
birth room, seeing that birth. You know what I mean? Doing the skin to skin
Hmm.
stuff. That right there. That definitely always sit
I
with
fuck the answer. Yeah, everybody said the same thing. That's the answer I expect though. Unless you just like got something like off the wall, you know. But yeah, the best day should be that one.
me. Yeah.
I've, me myself, I've said that was the best day because I've had two and one wasn't mine, and I was still there for him.
There
So
you
you
go.
know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it still was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which brings me to another excellent question: who is your hero?
I would say, ain't even gonna hold you. I always get stuck on this question, but I definitely would say my mom.
Okay.
And that's my first time ever saying that. Um, just sitting back because as I got older, you know how you think back and you be like, "Damn, why the hell you go through this?" And you be like, "All right, going through that prepared me for what I'm going through now."
Mm-hmm.
No, so she like what you were saying about the preparation and everything like that. I want to put two other little letters and words in there. A&R,
Mm.
adaptability, and resourcefulness. You know what I mean? You got to be resourceful. You got to be willing to adapt and also be resourceful. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because
Shout
me,
out to Mom Deuce though. Shit.
you know what I'm saying? She told me she gave me that mindset of hustling. I remember growing up where, you know what I mean, nice house and shit, and now next thing you know, you in the projects. You know what I'm saying? You in the hood. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A
Nah, nah. Yeah, I know.
whole little different thing. Shit, electric getting off. Her boyfriend, shout out to Yo. You know what I mean? Hustler within itself. He knew how to get the illegal cable and the legal electricity and gas and shit on. You know what I'm saying? So the night
Right.
it was off. I remember nights motherfuckers had to get a little cooler or a bag and put it outside the window and keep the stuff cool because it wasn't no electric. You know what I'm saying? So
Dang.
things like
Yeah.
that and seeing her hustle too, like growing up, she got her diploma and stuff, but she was an addict also. So you know what I'm saying, just going through that and seeing that whole process, and then if I like I said, I go and I think about it now, like shit back then. I'm talking about I'm 15, 16. Her boyfriend, they was already doing like hot shots and trucking and stuff like that back then.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So that's damn near
Right.
20 years ago. So if I was paying attention how it's supposed to,
Mm-hmm.
I could have been started at maybe had a little trucking service or something going on now. You know
Wow,
what I'm saying?
Ricky, maybe you over here reading the questions because the next question is if you can go back in time and give your younger self some advice, what would it be?
Oh yeah, that would be definitely one of them. Definitely always, like I said, as I got older, even the old heads. When I was 18, just got the job at the Marriott. Yeah, boy, get that 401k, that 401k, get the stocks in that 401k.
Ooh,
Oh nigga, man, I'm using my money to get these Jordans. What you think?
you
You
ain't
know?
even saving.
Yeah, definitely. If I would have knew what I knew now, and definitely working on taking credit more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Amen. Amen.
I believe my music too. If I would probably would have stuck with that, like we was cool with it, we was nice with it. But if I would have started a little bit earlier and really honed into it, because I didn't really
Okay.
start messing with it and going to school for it until, like I said, like 16. So early on, I had, like I said, they feeding me, but I'm not paying attention because you know in our neighborhood we just thinking it's sports at first.
Well, you have a image. You got the drug dealer, you got the pimp, you got the gangster, you got the mom and pop shop. You got the
Hmm.
well, we had Koreans in my neighborhood, so but we didn't have Arab. See, Arab would have been around. I think life would have been different.
Yeah,
Cause I'm a piggyback off you real quick. I didn't know no damn better.
right.
So I had the money, the 401k. I had I had it. I had it.
Mhm.
But yeah,
The image.
it yeah, right, it wasn't nothing you could pretty much take the Jordans. If it, I sold Jordan, so I was the opposite. So you know what I'm saying. When I got my first pair, instead of me saying I'm gonna wear these, I decided to invest and start selling them. But
Same.
that was still it. It was still legal. I was stealing them. I was stealing them from the. God damn it! I'm on live. I'm recording.
Right. They gonna bring that
But
up.
anyway,
What's the statute
I
on
hate to bring that up.
that?
I
Yeah,
hate it.
you know.
Yeah, but But that's the image. You don't get a good image from, I guess you can say, from a perspective, because your mom probably was too busy to really just sit you down and tell you, and my pops went around to tell me drugs weren't gonna last forever. So that
Exactly.
Tony Montana mentality, you know what I mean? You,
Hmm. Exactly, and that's
yeah,
what we look to in the hood, and then as like us being regular men and stuff, have to compete with like the drug dealers with the women and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, hey,
yeah.
why?
That's who had all the women. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And back then, you know what I mean? They just straight out of college, not even going to college. They,
not even going to college, man. The
you know
fuck,
what I'm saying? Like, leave our girls alone, man. Like,
man. You picking up TT from school, bro. And I can't walk her home. I can't, bro.
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. Okay, okay, okay. If you were granted three wishes, what would they be? I got a why, but it's, I mean, you got three wishes, and I like to say this. Hold up. They got to be tangible, because we not finna say money. I
Yeah.
tell you, everybody the same thing. We're not finna say money. We're not finna say sexual stuff. We're not gonna say I wish my girl had a fat ass. We
Okay.
just
All right. Three wishes. So
tangible, tangible.
it will be okay. So it can be an ability.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, all right, one ability would be to have it where, now, I mean, really get rid of homelessness, right?
Ooh, good
That
one.
would be
I
one.
like it. Good answer.
Because I feel like that right there, that would push everything up. Another one definitely would be um, like, it's a different way. Oh, I think this month. Hello? 11:34. Yeah. Piquito Espino.
Welcome to Talks Philosophy. I'm your host, Big Bro TTG.
11:34.
Uh, yeah, we into this conversation, man. If y'all are still in the comments with us right now, y'all let us know. Y'all hit those emojis, get active. Definitely tap on that fade button. My guy Ricky on the panel. Each and every Sunday night, 8 p.m. each standard time.
All right. And the other two, I have two more, right? The homelessness,
Right.
damn, I just had it before she called me. The other two, the other one would be that, oh yeah, like I was about to say. Um, it's like segregation, but it's not segregation, you feel me? I feel like we should have our own, you know what I'm
Community.
saying? Our own piece of land, our own little spots. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I fox with it. Go
Should
ahead.
have,
Yeah, because that could be a good thing. That can
yeah,
definitely be a good thing. Our own government. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Our own
Uh
little
huh.
source of things. Um, and then a third one would be, let's see. My third one, whew, this is tough. My third one would be without the ten. You know what? Let's go ahead. Oh, the third one definitely. If I can't have the second one, the third one definitely would be. I haven't seen it, and this would help me mold me as a guy.
Mm-hmm.
More rec centers and stuff like that. Around the
You
neighborhood.
mean like the wise we used to have? Like, okay, yeah, yeah, definitely bring that back for certain. Yeah, I fucked with that, because it would be counterproductive to just let the kids go to school, and that's the only time they actually had away time from home. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
And
yeah.
some kids
They
need one on one and everything like that to help them out.
right.
That they not
A
in.
guide. They need a guide from school. Right after school, they need that extra guide to
Exactly.
keep them on the path to the home, and then from the home back to the school,
Yeah.
and so on and so on. Yeah, I like that, Ricky, for real, for real.
People usually listen
Uh,
to people that look like them. You know what I'm saying?
well, that's your second wish, yeah, because it would definitely, like I said, it'd be counterproductive if we had to rely on Arabs, quote unquote Arabs, and Jewish people to only those are only doctors.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'll be
And
it'll be so it'll be an incomplete phase of life if we had no lawyers, or we had no judges. You know what I'm saying? We had no real politicians in the in the government seats. like right now, because it's like I said, it's real. Why, one sided is why,
Exactly.
you know.
It's real scarce right now.
Yeah, it's real scary, especially. Well, we ain't gonna talk about Trump. I'm gonna leave that alone. Leave it alone. I'm just gonna leave it alone because he only got 4 years. And I say this in the shop every day. Don't be scared. Live your life.
hmm
Only 4 years. After 4 years, whatever damage he done, trust me, we can make it through.
Right. We've been there before.
We
Right.
done been there before. Yeah, come on. We had Bush. I was in school when Bush was in the office, and
Exactly.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was crazy then.
hmm
All right. Do you find it more difficult to apologize or to accept apologies?
Um, I would say to apologize, and I would say that because people feel like you're supposed to apologize for every fucking thing. There's certain
Hmm.
things, you feel like you shouldn't apologize for, and you just do it, especially like if you're in a relationship. You like, you was right.
Right, right, right. We was in the shop the other day. It happened. Two guys came in, two different scenarios, and they both, one was on his job, and the other guy was at his house. And the guy who had he had to apologize, who was at the house, his wife did it in front of people. And the guy who wife was at home, she did it in front of people, but it was the same scenario. You have to apologize.
hmm
And no matter what, sometimes that is the hardest thing to do, knowing that, man, this could take me far left, and I feel like I'm less of a man doing this, even though this is I mean, who apologize for leaving chicken out? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just go buy some more.
hmm
But that's a real in-depth apology that may be needed.
I'm busy too.
Yeah, I'm busy too. Yeah, that's the real right there. That's the real. That's why it's a must that you understand accepting apologies and knowing how to apologize. Not just saying you're sorry, but you have to have action behind your apology.
Exactly.
All right, man, this is good. We already asked her whether it's something from nothing. Does God exist?
Mm. Whoa.
Gonna dive off into the deep end real quick.
Yeah, definitely. A God definitely exists. Whatever God
Hey
is
God.
to you. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? You got
yeah.
Allah, you got Buddha, you got, you know what I mean? All these other variables. You know what I mean? Allah is God and Muslim. You know what I mean? Arabic. So, you know,
Okay. 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 Because I've always when I ask this question, I always said there's a religion and there's a spiritual belief of a God, and the
hmm
spiritual belief outweighs the religious belief because there's so many other gods that God would be jealous.
hmm
So in
exactly.
spiritual form, God made you an image of Himself, and there's three great other trinities. So therefore, me, myself, and I, and you know the rest.
hmm
I always say I is higher than I, and I see is it's like a dread talk thing. I is I, and we see eye to eye. So that's the way I look at it, because it's more of a where do you go after life? And we get to this question the next. Is there life after death?
Think about this all the time, and I feel like I believe in a bunch of shit, really, like reincarnation and definitely your essence go out there into the universe and everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I believe it is. I don't necessarily believe it. There is a heaven and hell, but it's
That's
definitely
good. That's
something
good.
that you go to, kind of like how it is with sit down, like throwing them the
Yeah.
holler and stuff like that.
So would you say heaven and hell is a state of mind?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's the spiritual part. I would definitely agree with too. If it was to say like we call the show Talks Philosophy, if they asked me, I'd be like, yeah, spirituality part of it, yeah, yeah, because heaven would be a state of where you're happy, and hell would be a state of where it's a lot of pain and sadness. You know what I mean? Darkness, and a lot of people may go to hell, but not literally. Like you may have hell in your life. Like it's not always helpful, but you may have a hell of a day. And I think the toxin it'll be a forwarded message, but it's forwarded to you first before it actually get there. It happens all the time. But question. We left. Well, I think we were pretty much done with there's a life after death. Can you really experience anything objectively?
Hmm. Elaborate on that.
Um, me telling your side of the story. Me being there with you, but me trying to tell your story.
Uh, Everybody had different perspectives on things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I say yeah because some people see certain things that you know what I mean, that you don't see.
Okay.
Prime example. I just started this new job and stuff, and I'm just learning the system. And the
Mm-hmm.
lady that I'm training with, she knows it better than me, right? She's supposed to. So just me knowing a little bit about it and stuff like that, I just picked out little things that, like, say we was trying to find something, she couldn't find it, and I'd be like, oh well, just delete this out the search bar. She delete out the search bar, and then it pops up. You know what I'm saying? So that's just like my eye seeing something that she didn't see. You might
Right.
know it and stuff like that, but I
Mm-hmm.
seen something that you didn't, like, you're not prone to because you just keep on going.
Yeah, that's objectively because a lot of times when what they say a know-it-all, they this is what we're talking about. Actually, this is the productivity part of it. They mislead with that. That's actually their goal, to mislead with it. They'll act like you don't know it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They'll see it like you productive with it, but they'll see the counter action, and they'll still go with it. That's
Mm.
one of those things. Objectively, you would just be like, oh, man, man, Tisha got to fighting, and man, she whooped that girl in 30 minutes, and actually it lasted like 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So objectively, you would be like, was you even there? You know what I'm saying? Like if I was there, then yeah. But they misleading the conversation to, gain the interest or attention of the crowd or whatever it may be. So yeah, at your job, it's probably the same thing, but you're productive with it. So you like, oh, boom, I do know this, boom, I do know that. Yeah, so
Right.
that's what we talking about. We talking about talk philosophy here, because at some point people have to good question, because here's the next question. What is the best moral system?
I would say upfrontness. They might be upset, but they really can't. What's the worst thing they can do? Because you right there and you was honest about it. Oh, I don't know this, or I did this. You know what I'm
You
saying?
you know you know who when I say this, when I ask the question, I reference to Charleston White, because I was like, I always say, have you ever noticed how his image went from thug to now he's portraying it, and he knows he's misleading people with it. So his moral system is that, man, if I be this cool guy, ain't nobody gonna fuck with me. But if
Mm-hmm.
I act ignorant, oh, they gonna love me.
That's what's going to sell. Same thing like
Yeah,
Orlando
that's
Brown. You know what I'm saying? Plies too.
yeah.
Plies intelligent as hell. You know what I mean? He just talked like that because it was making sense. You know what I mean? Entertainment. You know,
He is crazy.
proper.
He's for sure crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's for sure crazy. Now, on the level of having a moral system, I wouldn't say he has a real moral system, but I believe somewhere along his system, he has morals. I ain't gonna say like he has the best advice, because I don't never hear nothing. You know what I mean? Charleston White doesn't really give good advice. It's kind of more aggressive. You know?
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
he well, his thing was right. He was a community activist.
Mm-hmm.
He was started off as that, you know what I mean, getting that going on, you know what I mean, trying to help out the community. They wouldn't give him no love. So that's when he started, you know what I mean, being disrespectful and everything like that. And that's
Yeah.
when he started getting the love and the attention. So he's like, well,
Yeah.
hell, when I was all nice and doing all this, they didn't really want to mess with me. But when I go in and doing this and outspoken and this and that, and putting on this image and portraying this and that, they love, they eat it up.
Right. Right. But see, that's kind of like what I'm finna talk about now. But I want to ask the question: what are numbers? And that's what I mean, because he was chasing the viral sensation. That's what
Hmm.
he was. Yes, on the flip side of what we're talking about, he was actually just chasing the viral sensation. It didn't really, it didn't really pan out till he started dissing people, like you said, when he dissed the dead, and when he dissed a few more people like publicly and shit like that. You know, the
Oh
the gangbangers.
yeah.
Yeah, that was it. But yeah, what are numbers?
Um, numbers.
You the second person did that, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
That's my man Larry June right there. Uh,
Yeah,
the numbers, you know what I mean? Numbers have meaning.
true.
Definitely have meaning. It definitely have meaning. It is depends how you look at numbers and everything like that.
Mm,
For me, I look at numbers, angel numbers and stuff like that. Me, I went ahead and read, I mean, supreme mathematics a little bit along with the alphabet.
for real?
Definitely my main two. Um, I guess uh, the other one, I guess, second one would be man horn around. You have to so much long, They get tired. That was the life lesson. And then definitely learning how to properly love.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now that's the second one. Now I like that because I didn't say it the first time either. Now I mean I have some hard learned lessons, but yeah, that's one that I didn't say, and that's what we're here for. Because in my mind I wouldn't have thought of it, but I do know that is a life hard learned lesson.
Mhm.
Um, let's say when were you wrong?
Hmm. Bunch of times.
Give
Um,
us one, cause yeah, give us one
one was, let's see, where was I wrong? When
every day.
I'm never wrong every day. Uh,
Yeah.
let's see a good one. Um, I guess I was wrong for having intercourse with this married woman.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was wrong for that, but it was
Oops.
good.
Shout out to the married woman. Well, I got, you know what? Hold up. I'm not finna leave her hanging. Are there absolutes or hold up. Are there absolute or universal truths? Because we gonna come back to her because yeah. Are there absolute I wanted because that's a perfect question. Are there absolute or universal truths? Because I know what happened, but we finna find out.
I would say absolutely.
Absolute,
If
yeah,
it's
because she
universal,
if go ahead, go ahead. I want to hear what you got. That's what I want to see.
I say absolutely. If it's universal, what I mean, that's just a whole big thing. I think if
Mm,
it's absolutely is more catered to, what I mean, the situation.
yeah, because you catered to that lady, right?
Yeah,
She had a man.
listen, I tell them all the time. What I used to provide was DNF. Okay, DNF.
Okay.
That's all. Dick and fun. I was the dick and fun nigga. you know.
Toxic philosophy, y'all. This is what we're here for. Y'all seen this man from the beginning to the end. Shout out to Ricky. We're gonna do. Let me give y'all one more. I'm gonna give y'all a couple more. I could actually have fun with this one. In what way do social media platforms contribute to social division, and do the benefits of these platforms outweigh the potential harm? Sorry about that.
Definitely harm. The dating scene, what I mean, women versus men, that whole, what I mean, thing right there. That definitely is a
Yeah.
because I hate that how everything just became transactional now.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? And that was a part of
yeah.
media. You know, that definitely had an effect onto it. So
Dang.
yeah.
Yeah, cause dang, when you think about it, the catfish phase,
Mm.
bruh. When I was prank calling on the house phone and I was going through the phone book, I found out how to find my girlfriend a couple times, and now I know her address. So you know
See,
what I'm saying? Yeah, it's very harmful because she was like, "How you know where I stay at?"
having them public records is a month.
Man, it gets a lot deeper, as far as like I said, the rabbit hole twists and turns us a lot. So when you think about the potential of your daughter or some, not your daughter, your son, you know what I mean? Or somebody just inboxing him, or politely telling him good morning. Some things on the internet just is it's wide open, just
Exactly.
wide open.
Make it
Yeah.
acceptable.
So
Hmm.
I told you I was gonna dive off into the deep end, we're down the rabbit hole. I do want to say this before we leave out. I got one more. I like to ask. Yeah, a few more. Yeah, a few more.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. How can we identify truth?
Hmm. That's a good one. How can we identify truth? Um, just learning the basis of whatever it is that what I mean. We're trying to find out. That's the only
You
thing
know,
about it.
I always use an example of a chain letter because I got this question from my mentor because he always used to tell me stay away from chain letters. Just say, for instance, um, it goes from one person to the next person, and
Hmm.
the truth changes every time it chain letters reaction. Every time it goes to the next person, the truth changes slightly or is modified some kind of way.
Some type of way.
That's where I got that question from. Yeah, my mentor, for a long time, very long. I would think I was in like the ninth grade, and we still like this. I still talk to him.
Hmm.
Yeah, but that was like where I got that question from. How do we identify the truth? And the chain letter is what I got from him. Like to identify the truth, it's always a source.
As I said, basics. Yeah.
Yeah,
Back to
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It kind of breaks down into you um, receiving it. Who did you get your truth from?
Exactly.
It kind of breaks down to that because you would think that most people would question the truth when it's right in front of them. Back to what we said earlier, whereas if we talking about something objectively, you get what I'm saying? Like if I experienced it and I saw it, your truth may be different from mine, but along somewhere in the silver lining, we both still telling the truth.
Right.
But objectively, if I was there and I told somebody one story, then they align with their people. They told them another. So this is what the court system. Because this is my mentor is a lawyer, and I took criminal justice. This is where it lines up at. You have to do a system of telling the truth. Who all can tell that same truth?
Hmm.
So if Pookie shot somebody and they ask Pookie them questions, and then they go to the next room, and then Ray stupid ass say, "No, man, we was in a cut list. Oh,
Exactly.
y'all ass done." You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It's a distinctive way to identify the truth. And yeah, I would always say chain letter style. So if you want to identify the truth, I say Talks philosophy, use my method, chain letter. Check your resources, and if
Hmm.
your resources, and this is with anything, even with spiritual stuff, uh like when with the 5% stuff we're gonna talk about later on,
Hmm.
all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Because
Right.
yeah, in my mind, I'm always gonna dig. You can tell me, but on quote unquote, I'm still gonna do my research.
Exactly. Gonna get to the notes,
Yeah,
the nuts and bolts.
yeah, because a lot of other things I've heard talk philosophy wise, um, take the meat and throw away the bone. You know what I mean? In other words, saying keep the meat, keep what you need, and throw away what you don't.
But you know, yeah.
So, yeah, because that would be like me saying, "Oh, damn, man, that Porsche cost you $200,000. You only make $25 an hour at your forklift job. How could you afford that?" The truth
Mhm.
would be, I know you didn't pay for that. You know what I'm saying? You probably
Right.
scammed to get that jack.
You
But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the nigga who scammed it. You know what I'm
know
saying?
what I'm saying? You got it somewhere.
Yeah, if that's the case, but I don't. He wouldn't tell me the truth.
Right.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
me trying to identify it, that's one of those situations where you don't question that kind of stuff. We have, as black men, we have our way of knowing that's, oh yeah, that nigga cap, bro. Like I know them at the real J's. Like I know they came out like 2 hours ago, but he ain't like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, he ain't like that. He copped them, and my such and such got him. You know what I'm saying? Little Pookie on the corner got his ass. But we know not to buy from Little Pookie. You know what I'm saying? So
You done got off
Um,
the back of the truck.
man, come on, hot as hell. Poop, get your ass away from around here. All right, let me do one more question then, man. We gonna wrap it up. Do a shout out. Do our thing. Outros. Um, nah. That way. Mm, what? Come on, computer. What's one habit or hobby you wish you? And you know what? I actually know the answer to this, but I'm gonna let you answer it. What's one habit or hobby you wish you would have kept up with?
um, Definitely, like I said, my music.
Yeah, I wanted to come back to that because it's this the kind of show where when I hear things, I kind of want to build around it because it's talks philosophy, and I always say there's always tomorrow. And yeah, so from me to you, that's what I was. That's why I came back to it because I didn't know that. I know that about you, so I'm like, damn, what's this music, Ricky? What's up?
Oh yeah,
Like,
I used to be on that microphone, you know what I mean, doing a couple shows and everything.
uh
Um,
huh,
so that was the whole thing of me coming to Texas was to go ahead and work on that. But I just went ahead, the lifestyle sucked me up, you know what I'm saying? And me, I'm a perfectionist in a sense. So I like to have everything together. Like I like to be comfortable when I go in and tap into when I'm doing things. So I never like in a set was like fully comfortable, you know, to
mm-hmm,
go ahead and get all my stuff together and get back into it. But I tap into it. Like I started off, like I said, we started off just rapping around the neighborhood. My homeboy wound up their school, wound up having like engineering. He went to an engineering high school, so they had
mm-hmm.
having music production. So doing that, he learned his stuff, and we all just put together. You know what I mean, niggas in the hood, put our money together, go to the guitar center, get the equipment and stuff, go ahead do record, make songs and stuff. They
All
made
right,
beats, you know what I mean. So we had in-house producers. Um, then we
yeah,
went and wound up building like a booth in my homeboy grandmother basement, recording like that and stuff. We had our song on local radio, you know what I mean, called that shit. Then fast forward, niggas graduate. We, you know what I mean, still have instead of the studio at home. Now we rent one out. You know what I mean, where basically all the local artists just come through,
yeah,
and
yeah.
and our homeboys that went to the same school, all of us together. He, you know what I mean, really nice with the shit. So he, you know what I mean, with the local artists. So he wound up meeting like people like Eddie, you know what I mean, all them Waka Flocka and stuff wind up, you know what I mean, opening for them,
Uh
promoting
huh.
me coming, you know. So just going down there, just being into the plugs and stuff. Then I got what made me stop really was I got into party promoting. Got into party.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's that money because it was five of us, but even though it was five of us, I'm 18, 19 doing this stuff. And I mean, every weekend I'm 18, 19 on top of my regular job making 2,000 just throwing parties. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's after we pay DJs, security, and everything like that. So
Sheesh.
yeah, but then I got back into it, and yeah, I went to school for engineering, for you know what I mean, music engineer, and got that. Yeah. So
Dang.
yeah, I got
So
my
you
own
got you got you
song.
got you got promoter skills then, bro. You
Oh
got
yeah.
the you
See,
got the main ingredients.
I don't like to talk about a lot of stuff over here that like because I can do a lot of stuff. It's just like I be having a lot of stuff on my plate that I try to do personally that kind of like I want to focus on. But yeah, like flyers and all that other shit, man. When Adobe first came out, I was one of the first ones on it. Like, and that was through
Yeah,
LimeWire and like Pirate Bay, just downloading software, getting the shit for free, like Pro
right.
Tools and all that other stuff. Yeah. So
Nah, that's what's up because if you think about some of the things that come with signing to a label, it's the promotion that really gets you
hmm
on the back end. You may have that good check, but the promotion gonna kill you. Like if you don't have a good promoter, MG, manager or whatnot, or if you just don't have a good assistant,
right.
like. yeah, if the assistant, like you said, they're not update with who coming into town, who got the next event, if they're not familiar with the local swag, or like the boys who got their ass shot in Memphis, and I'm from Memphis, don't
Yeah,
bring that shit to
yeah.
no city.
Fuck you
You ain't get
walk
no party
in.
promoters to bring you down here. Them
Mm-hmm.
promoters didn't bring you here. You just decided to get a sprinter and come to somebody's city and post up.
Right.
These niggas in the hood hungry,
That's what I
and
was
they
about to
ratchet.
say.
They
Exactly.
they 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 a little savage too. So yeah, one of them
Damn
died.
who is. You know
Nah,
what I'm
don't give a
saying?
damn. That don't even matter.
Right.
That don't even matter.
Mhm.
If your promoter would have put you in the right place and had you with the right, oh yeah, we're gonna put them in a booth, da da da. You know what I'm saying? Like X, Y, and Z gonna be covered. Ain't no seeing you come through the front door. We got you coming through the back.
Exactly. They don't know what you're doing.
Man,
They know what you're
all that
doing. Oh yeah. So
all that is part of
that's
the major piece to, yeah. Let
when
me
we
see.
open up for Gilly the Kid and shit.
Damn, look at Gilly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all were mad serious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cause see, I mean, me myself, I was into the engineering for instrumentals and stuff like that. That's where I kind of like, yeah. So if you pay attention to my flyers, I'm kind of detailed with the sound effects. So when I do the next show, learn what I know. That's what it was really about. You know what I mean? You have people in position as far as an artist. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
yeah, this person do that, because I was one of those type of managers where I would cover my wardrobe and the interest fees and most of the substance, what I'm saying, like alcohol. I would buy the bar for my artists, and I would cover the picture fee, and I cover their wardrobe fee. So they wouldn't have to worry about that. We get it on the back end when we get through doing the party. And
Mm-hmm.
if my portion, if the portion $500 and my percentage was 10 or 20, you know, we gonna do a real percentage off of that. And I know, oh, I get paid $300 every time. No, that ain't what it's about. Cause we got 4 shows lined up. One gonna do good. This one might not do good. Yeah. So man, that was, yeah. So that's definitely one of those. Well, we